Right, we're here with the Gaffer, Friday interviews. Gaffer, and a different start to the season, I think probably fair to say. I think the biggest question is, how's the feeling in the camps? How are you? And how are we looking tomorrow?
Yeah, it's been an indifferent start for us, but I take it, game by game, and I thought, we've been in every game really. Just silly little mistakes either from set pieces or switching off from play. So we've been actually really good. I watched the game back from Tuesday night away at Scarborough, and I thought we were excellent. Especially first half, some of the best football we've played so far this season. So yeah, I'm not worried. Like I said, on Tuesday night. You know, I know the work the boys are doing on a daily basis. We're putting the hours in on the training ground, and the mood in the camp's brilliant. That's the joy of having such a young group. They just want to get up and go again. They've got another game coming on tomorrow. Obviously, from Tuesday night's defeat, we watched it back on Thursday. Um, Everyone's disappointed with the results. The performances are there, so if we can keep playing how we play, things will soon click.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky enough to be at the games, and I saw how good we were on Tuesday after the first, couple of minutes. And I know in Jonathan Green's post match he mentioned how good we were, but that must come as a bit of a frustration for you as well with teams, knowing how good we are, knowing how we move the ball around and whatnot, but still not getting the results. Is that a frustration? And with that, does that mean we change the way we play, or are our principles, steadfast and we'll stick to them?
First of all, it's a great compliment to hear other managers. He praise them. My players for how we play. We won't change our style of play because it's how we play. It's what gets us, wins, draws, and gets us high up the pitch. And we've recruited for a system that we believe in as a football club. But within that structure and that system, we have to tweak things. So I think we've tweaked it slightly from corner kicks, wide free kicks, which has been brilliant. It's just now getting everything right. Starting games better than what we have been doing. Because if you look at Curzon Ashton, 1-0 down after 2 minutes. We were 2 down after 3 on Tuesday night. So we've got to start games brighter. The lads know that. We're working hard on it. But like I said, the mood in the camp's great. We've got a group of players that love the system we play. I think we've got a group of fans that love the system we play. So, and as a manager, I love hearing that from other managers. But ultimately, I want to win games of football. So it's great to hear Jonathan Green say that. But I would rather come away with 3 points on a Tuesday night. So yeah, we'll stick to what we do, but we'll tweak it accordingly.
I suppose it's kind of putting every bit together. At Shields we were excellent throughout, and Senny Nuttall's kind of changed it. Scarborough we were excellent apart for the 2 minutes. Do you feel like there's a real performance coming and some goals and some free flowing football really coming our way and us getting over the line with them 3 points? Maybe that's tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got no doubt it'll come, and I've got no doubt it'll come, and it'll come probably in 3 or 4 games on the bounce. But like I said, if we just continuing to do the right things will come good for us. But we've got to give ourselves a chance in games of football. You go away to Telford and you're down to 10 men for the last 35 minutes, which is a grind, and that takes its toll on the players. And then you go to South Shields and you're down to 10 men for 40 minutes, which tells its toll on the players. We've been picking up silly yellows and going 2 goals down after 3 minutes. That takes its toll because you're chasing the game. So I said it to the boys today in our pre-match meeting to say, look, listen, we've got to give ourselves a chance in games. So whether that's keeping 11 men on the pitch, keep disciplined, or just be solid. But it's a work in progress, and they're a new group together. Yes, we've been together since June 30th, but we've had loads of injuries recently, which hasn't helped. We've obviously had international call-up suspension, so I think tomorrow we've got 6 or 7 out again tomorrow. So, but the lads I've picked to win a game of football are good enough to win a game of football.
And just a word on the front three, really. I mean, the goal we scored on Tuesday, the pace we broke out was frightening. Tides obviously started the season really well, and Greavesy came in and was excellent on Tuesday in his debut, probably off the back of not a lot of football.
Yeah, look, I include that front four of Luke Hall, Luke Brennan, Oliver Greaves, and Ty Sodger that started on Saturdays. Some of the best attacking players in the division. I believe all four can go on and play a lot higher. And then, but when we get Ryan Viggers back fit, we get Callum Ebanks back fit, we get JJ back fit. We've got Keziah back from international duty. There's loads of competition for places, but them 4 on Tuesday night were fantastic. The wingers were great. Luke Hall, Luke Brennan, Greasy in the 10 was brilliant, and Ty shows his quality that we all know he's got. And they will only get fitter, faster, stronger, and more match fit.
Excellent. And home tomorrow, back at the Silverlands. Obviously, we haven't had the greatest start at home. How important is it to put a marker down at home and put a performance on in front of the fans and give them something to sing about?
It's huge. It's huge because our home form, obviously, with the pitch, it helps. It's it's conducive to how we play. Home fans, we lost to Curzon here, 2 weeks ago, or 10 days ago, whatever it was now. So, but every single one of them stayed behind and sang us off the pitch, and I think they know it's a special group. There's something good coming around the corner, and we want points obviously for ourselves as a football club, but we want to send them away on a Saturday evening happy.
Great stuff. All right, Gaff. Thanks for your time. Catch up with you tomorrow.
Cheers, Chris. No worries.